All right. Today we're going to have a hemshech of the inyanim, if you're allowed to do business with dvorim asurim, things you're not allowed to eat. So we said already yesterday, there are things that the chachamim allow you to deal with them, even it's dvorim asurim, to sell donkeys, camels, horses, because it's not la'achila. If it's not la'achila, it's just for sale, that's no chashash you might eat from it. So that was allowed. However, there is, we said already yesterday, there is one chumrah we see by dvorim asurim, even to sell, and that's chazir. It's one notch up than all the other isurim. And here is in Baba Kama, Daf Ayin Testament, there's a Mishnah. The Mishnah says, En megadlim chazirim b'chol mokim. A chazir you're not allowed to raise anywhere you are. It's Israel, Chutz La'aretz. You're not a Jew, not allowed to be in a business of farm.
Association. Right.
No, you cannot raise chazirim. Even if it's for sale, you're not allowed to do it. So the Gemara later on, Daf Pei Beis Amud Beis, the Gemara says, the reason we're not allowed to do that, we're not allowed to raise chazerim, like I said, horses, camels, if it's for sale, you're allowed to do it. That's not why. The Gemara says, Ton Rabban, K'tzoru beis chashmonoi zeh al zeh. The Chashmonoim were in power after the miracle of Hanukkah about 100 years, during Beit Sheni. And then there was a conflict between two brothers who should be the main leader over there. When they were fighting, there was one brother out of Yerushalayim, one brother in Yerushalayim, and the border was the walls of Yerushalayim. They were fighting over there. Hoyo Horkanus mebifnim, one brother Horkanus was from inside in Yerushalayim, v'Aristobulus mibachos, he was from outside. B'chol yom mishal shalom b'kupa dindrim v'yimaylam tamidim. The way they did the korban atomit still was going on. It was during Beit Sheni. So the people of Hyrcanus, they every day put a bucket with money going down to the other side. The two enemies, but they're still cooperating to bring the korban atomit, and they putting in that whatever box they use. They put over there a behema, and it went up to Beis Hamikdash to do the korban atomit. Hayasham zoken echad. Obviously, you're going to see that zoken was from the outside. The brother, the outside of Yerushalayim. Yeah. So makir b'chochma Yevanis. He knew chochma Yevanis without getting into the deal. What chochma Yevanis is? Omar Lam kolzman she'oiskin ba'avoida enim sorim b'yedchem. Especially during the 3 weeks, the Rebbe were always encouraged to talk about the avodas Beis Hamikdash, the tzuras Beis Hamikdash. Now we're learning about something in Beis Hamikdash, korban atomit. He told them, as long as the people inside, they're bringing korban atomit every day, you won't be able to conquer them. L'mochar, shilshelu dindrim bekupa. When they heard these people from the outside that we're not going to conquer it, we're really helping them to be strong inside, because we're giving them, they're bringing korbanos over there. So
Goyim or Jew?
All Jews, two brothers from Beis Chashmonoi, from the house of the Kohanim, not just Jews, Kohanim.
Why Yevonis? Why they have to know Yevonis?
The man that gave them this Eitzah was a man that knew Chochma Yevonis. By the way, because I don't want to go into it, but the idea is his ideas were contaminated. You should not give them such an Eitzah that stop the korban atomit. Fight. The korban atomit don't touch the Beis Hamikdash. That should be out of politics. The Beis Hamikdash. That should be. So he, the Chochma Yevonis, the man was contaminated. Chochmas Chitzonios. He gave them this eitzah, and they the next day, instead of sending them a behema ksherah for the korban, ve'elulam chazir. They put a chazir in that box. Kevan shehigia lechatzi achoimo. They have to pick up the box with the chazir in it. They thought it was with the kosher behema. Came to the middle of the wall, not Siporn of Bechoima. He put his nails. I was trying to hold by the wall this chazir. When his daza Eretz Yisrael arba mesparsa, the whole Eretz Yisrael was trembling. Bois Shah Omru Oru Reish Magashi Gadol Chazirim. That's where they came the gezer of Chazal. The Chazir was worse than all the other animals because of that story, which is again, that was before Chorban Bais Sheni, because Chashmonoim, they were in power, like I said, about 100 years during. After that, the Bais Sheni went on. After Horus rebelled, took over another 103 years. So that was before that time. Be'erech 100 plus years before Chorban Bais Sheni, and then they made a gezerah. Oru Reishi Gadol Chazerim, Oru Odom Shalom Nochochma Yevanis. So anyway, so the idea, that's why the Chazer is one notch up than all the other behemoths, atmeos, Lagaba this Indian, that you're not allowed to other behemoths, if it's, I said, horses, camels, donkeys, you're allowed to have a farm for sale. You're raising them and you're selling them. It's not la'achila. Mash'enk and chazir, even it's not la'achila, you're not allowed to comes out like this. He's not allowed to deal with the chazir. Now, l'maisa, I'm talking about something not practical. Who of you owns any donkeys or camels or chazirim? So why I'm bringing this? So there is some nafkaminas la'alocha. That's why I want to bring it over here. So it's like this. So the Orchos Chaim says like this. That's Orchos Chaim, the son of the Rosh. Sheyesh mishum matir mikan la'asos schoira b'chelev chazir. It's the whole machloikus of there. And a chelev, there's a special heter. The Torah could do business with the chelev. What chelev, the pasha is chelev of kosher, but some learning it's any chelev we're allowed to do business with. Some disagree with that. I'm going to this end of chazir now. So it says sheyesh matir mekan lasas choyre bechelev chazir, meaning since the chelev, the Torah gave a special heter. All the other isura achila you cannot do business with. You might eat with that. Chelev, since the Torah says befeirish you're allowed to do business with it. It's not la'achila. When talking about that for we said yesterday, to make a shoe polish out of it, a machinery, for any other oil, not for eating. He says, oh, now that's what he brings the Meister. So according to the Orchos Chaim, you're not allowed to have anything to do with chazir, chaylev of the chazir, the fat of the chazir. You're allowed to deal with it like we have had to deal with some chalavim. Again, without getting into that machlokes. You're right, but some saying it only goes on the chaylev tohira. The three animals in the tohira, shor chesav ve'ez, nothing else. Some learning all chalavim mutar ba'anoah that you're allowed. Anyway, without getting to it, so again, let's focus on this now. Nothing, not the skin either. No, by the chazir, only chaylev you're allowed to use.
It's very practical though, because shoes, a lot of them are using pigskin, belts, using skin. So anyone in the clothing
again,
industry.
For a Jew, according to this, for a Jew to deal with anything to do with chazir, even with the skin of the chayre, it's also by chaylev. There's a
huge implication because again, so many shoe companies, Jewish shoe companies.
Okay, good. So a lot of companies
You're
don't know.
saying chaylev is only relevant. I'm saying that's more relevant.
Okay. So,
everything
okay, you know what? I didn't want to go to it, but since you're asking, I'm going to tell you why chaylev is different.
It helps with the food or something?
No, since the Torah give a special heter for chalovim, so some learn all the chalovim bichlal, and some saying no, it's only the heter is for the chalovim from behema kshera that we're not allowed to eat. All the other chalovim, it's like any other nevela. We don't call it a chelev, it's a nevela. So that's the difference. Okay. Anyway, so it says by chelev chazir, it says you're allowed to deal ben chelev l'torah tameh. Aval, here's the punchline what I want to talk about today. Aval losuch besoroi vaday osur mishum de bichlal shriyahu ad kan l'shoino. Okay. By the way, I'm going to talk about the chelev again. The Beis brings it right here. So according to the Orchos Chaim, you're not allowed to have, let's say, a shampoo that if there is some kind of chazir product over there, or anything you want to smear on your hands, on your hands you want to smear maybe some kind of lotion made out of chelev chazir. The reason for it, since it says shia, sicha k'shia by Hilchas Yom Kippur, we know one of the isurim of Yom Kippur is sicha, to anoint yourself. And the reason for it, the Gemara says in Yuma, it's like drinking it. Through the skin go to you. It's midrabanan. So same thing over here, he says, even though you're allowed to deal with the chelev chazir, for you as a shoe polish, it's anything else. But to smear on your body is not allowed. It's like drinking a chazer, he says. That's what the Aruch HaChaim says. Now, there is two problems. One problem, let's go back to the chelev first, what Rabbi Mishalovin asked of here. Umashakosov, the Aruch HaChaim, shelo chilek hakosov and chelev te'el l'tameya, eno nirei. The Beis Yosef disagrees with him. Why? The Okra b'chelev nevelo treifa mayre. Chelev nevelo treifa of a kosher animal to become the nevelo treifa, you're allowed to benefit from the chelev. Even though when they're kosher, you're not allowed to eat them, but to benefit from them, you're allowed to. Yotzer chazer v'ketet de lo shabu nevelo treifa. By all the non-kosher animals, not shach nevelo treifa. And Mimele, over there's no difference between the chalev and the rest of it. So we cannot have, according to Beis Yosef, any anor from the.
You're going too fast. I can't understand what you're saying. The chalev
Okay.
of a kosher animal.
According to Orchos Chaim, there's a difference between chalev. There's no difference between any chalovim, any chalev.
And by chalev you mean the fats that are
Yes,
above
the
the
fat
liver.
where they're not allowed to eat. Whether it's from a kosher animal, non-kosher animal, there's a special heter. The Torah says, that you have allowed to have a benefit from a chalev.
From these chalev.
Not eating benefits, selling it, using it as a shoe polish.
Perfume, whatever.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
okay.
The Beis Yosef disagrees with him. He says the heter for the chalovim, it's only for 3 kosher animals. Shoir, chesav, ve'ez. Anything else,
Does not need a heter.
over there we have a heter. Anything else, if it's not kosher animal, would treat the chalev like any other
Part of the
treif.
animal.
It's all not kosher to us. So we have
Which
no more
means-
heter of chazir or any other things to deal with it. No, same thing. You're not allowed to deal with other non-kosher animals, like we learned, because you might eat for them. Something the chalev, you're not allowed to
I
deal
thought
with
you
it.
said you were allowed.
Okay, I'll
to
explain you after the shiur. Let me go on. I'll explain you after the shiur. Okay. Now, on this Indian, I want to focus on this Indian because that's Indian very practical. A lot of people, especially comes to Pesach, I have shurim about it on Pesach, they become big fanatics and they look for kashrus and shampoo and soap. And so here we see how you don't need it. I'm going to now go to what the Bach writes over here. Kosov Orchos Chaim. Sheyesh mishum matir mikan lasos choyre bechelev chazir shelo chilik hakosov and chelev tohera letmeya. If the chelev tohera, you're allowed to have an hanoah from it. Not eating hanoah. Selling, dealing with it. Same thing over here. You're allowed to have a chelev chazir according to Orchos Chaim. All this from him. Avalosuch besore vaday osur. That's what the Orchos Chaim writes. He quotes him. Mishum de bichlal shiyu at kan l'shoyna. Vod the oyster losuch. That's what he says. You're not allowed to smear chelev chazir on your body. Harashba nechlak al zeh humatir. Rashba you're allowed to. V'chen yireh das asmag. Kmo shkosu b'soif siman hakoidem. Umashamatir lasos bos choyre hisik la Beis Yosef. And to do choyre, so two things that disagree with them, the Bach, the Beis Yosef, the Bach, and two things, the Beis Yosef and one. You're not allowed to do any business with chelev chazir. And it's not, as far as smearing, it's not a problem. That you do allow to do that. He says like this.
Smearing, yeah, and business not?
Yes, because I'll tell you why. It's a very pashut. When it comes to you to smearing as a shampoo, as a lotion, it's already not royal achilas. That's why you're using it as smearing. Selling it, the fat, when it's royal achila, that you're not allowed to sell. So the one is makel, it says machmer. No, you cannot sell the fat. It's no heter. All the other heterim for the kosher fats, there's a special heter in the posuk for them. Chazir is bichlal all the. It's not kosher. It's all of it the same thing to us. Chelev meat. You're not allowed to do it. If it's smearing on your head, there's no problem. Yeah. That's what it is. The 3 chalom Torah matir, only those 3 kosher animals, not the rest of the animals, even the kosher. Aval chelev tameya. V'neifel, if it's a miscarriage animal baby, chelbam kebesoram. There's no difference in the chelev and their bosor. If the bosor also, the chelev also. Kedisa berek ola bosor berek be'emra makshon. U'maisele Beis Yosef gufa bereish simon samech dalet. V'chen muvar berambam. V'ochin aktinan the also lasas choyre bechelev chazir. Again, you're not allowed to do business with chelev chazir. So what you mentioned, people have shoe companies, this, if it's chelev chazir, they're not allowed to do business with it, or mit chazir, it's no different. Ava lotzuk besoroi, that's the lashon of the Bach. Vadai shore afilu l'choyle she'en bo sakana כדפרישיס בסימן הקודם. וכך כוסבו התויסס פרק בסה דיומה, וזה לשונם. ומותר לאדם לוסוך בחלב, דלא אשכחון דאיצר שיחה כשסיה, אלא ביום הכיפורים, ובתרומה ובאיסורי הנועה. According to this, you're allowed to use a shampoo or any lotion, if there is any chazir of it, there's no problem, because the isur of sicha kishsiya, the Tosfos says, and the Rashba says, only by Yom Kippur, not by the other Asrim. Now, I'm gonna. Oh, very good. So you're saying Pesach is a Sirah Hanoah. How could I have? Then Mimela should be awesome. So you cannot have Hanoah from it. So that already answered. Then Pesach, you're also allowed to use it. Why? Because before Pesach, when they made this shampoo, it was already ois chomet. It was afra ba'alma, eitz ba'alma. It was chemicalized. You cannot eat this shampoo. Since it's not raw even lachilas kelev, it's not anymore isura hana. When isura hana on Pesach, the chometz became afra ba'alma. You cannot have hanoah from it because it was osur on Pesach. That's before Pesach already. Poka shem isuroi mimena. It's already become afra ba'alma before. So mele all year around. And Pesach, you don't eat kashrus for shampoo, anything used for your hands. Okay.